Hey guys, it's Gabby. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another big try on and review haul for you guys, and we are trying on all of these skirts at Lululemon. I've been doing these kind of series of videos where I'm trying on like all of the X category of items. So I've done shorts, defined jackets, scubas, leggings, and now we are doing skirts because this has actually been highly requested, and I feel like there's not a lot of videos on the updated styles of skirts for 2024. So I wanted to pretty much buy all of the skirts at Lululemon to try on for you guys so you can pick the best skirt for you. There were two skirts that I did not get, which was the wrap front golf skirt and the cargo hiking skirt, just because I felt those were a little bit too niche, but I did buy all of the rest of the skirts. I will have everything linked down below in the description in case you are interested in shopping any of these items that I mentioned in today's video. Thank you so much if you do decide to shop with those links. It does really help support my channel, so I really appreciate it. But I will have all my sizes and stuff also linked in the description, so be sure to check that out. But without further ado, if you want to know all about the skirts at Lululemon and which one might be right for you, then let's jump into it. Okay, so jumping in here, I kind of organized them by like tennis skirt to kind of more tight to body skirt. So let's jump into the tennis skirt styles. The first one I have here is the narrow waistband tennis skirt. I got it in white, obviously, in a size 4, which is, I would say, my true to size now. And this one I would say is the most kind of technical tennis skirt, I think, out of all of them. So this one is made from a fabric called Swift fabric, which is kind of more that like athletic-y, spandex-y feel. It's going to be more sweat wicking and a little bit more durable as well. The waistband up here is obviously elastic and it is very small. I think this is kind of to replace the court rival skirt, which I saw has been going on markdown, which I know was a fan favorite, but this one I would say is the most similar to the court rival skirt. It does have the built-in shorts underneath with the pockets as well, so you could store a phone in here, but technically it is intended for tennis balls. And then on the bottom side of the short, it does have the little grips as well, which is really cool because they're actually like little Lululemons. I do not know if you'll be able to see that, but I thought that was like a really cute small design detail. So for the inseam length of the skirt, it does depend on the size that you get, and I would say it varies about maybe half an inch depending on. So like a 0 to 2 I think starts at 12.5 inches, a 4 and 6 is 13 inches, 8 and 10 is like 13.5, and so on. So for my size, it is 13 inch for the inseam, and that's measured from here to here, I believe. Honestly, it's not bad for length. I do find it slightly on the short side, and I would say that the shorts in these ones do fit the most compressive. I did find they kind of hugged and squeezed a little bit more than all of the other tennis skirts that had the shorts in them. So this one I would say is definitely probably the most technical out of all of the skirts, just because it does have that higher compression. If you are actually playing tennis, pickleball, or whatever you need a skirt for, then this one would probably be the better choice. If you're looking for just maybe more casual skirts, just know that this one does have a good amount of like hug sensation to the shorts. The liner length in this one, so like the short length in this one, is 3.5 inches, and I think that's the same for all of the skirts as well, no matter the size. And then this one is also high rise, which I would say is a true high rise. It did come up to my belly button, and it was a really comfortable kind of waistband as well. I didn't find it was like too itchy or dug in anywhere. Overall, I thought the skirt was okay, but for me personally, I just didn't love the look of the waistband. I wish it was more of a like flat kind of waistband than like an elastic one. I just feel like this doesn't make it look as nice. For me, I'm not actually playing tennis, so I don't need the technicality of this skirt, but it is a really great option. But for me, I think there's just other skirts in this haul that I liked more than this one. So for me, this one missed the mark a little bit, but I still think it's a really great skirt option. All right, next skirt we have here is the varsity pleated tennis skirt. I got the color Lilac Ether, which unfortunately this one did go to markdown. I think it's sold out for the most part, but they have a lot of other colors in the skirt on the website right now. Again, it's made from Swift fabric, so same fabric as the last skirt. It is intended for tennis, but I think this could also be a really great like casual everyday summer skirt as well. It does have the built-in shorts underneath with the side drop-in pockets, and then the grips on the little short band here to prevent them from riding up. The waistband of this one is a little bit more of that like kind of smooth elastic. look, which I really like, and then the pleats are quite small on this one. The short length on these is only 3 inches though, so it is a little bit shorter, but I believe the skirt length is actually the same, so it is 13 inches, but it does vary depending on like the size of the actual skirt. Again, I thought this one fit really comfy. It does feel a little bit on the short side for me personally, but I don't think it's like too short by any means. I wish it was just slightly longer, like even at 14 inches, like just that extra inch of length I think would be really nice. For me though, I don't know how I feel about the small pleats. I think I like the look of the larger pleats on me. For some reason, I just kind of feel like a lampshade in this one. I don't know why, and I'm sorry if that ruins it for you. I don't know, it is cute. Like I really like the silhouette of the skirt. I just think the smaller pleats for me personally just didn't do it. However, I love this color. It is one of my favorites from Lululemon, and the skirt is just so pretty. Again, great for tennis, but also great everyday kind of summer skirt as well. Okay, moving on to our next style of tennis skirt that is also pleated. This, I believe, is actually called the high-rise pleated tennis skirt, and I got it in the color True Navy, again in a size 4. I think all of these skirts for the most part are going to be made of that Swift fabric with the Luxtreme kind of shorts built in underneath. So same thing going on here. We got the drop-in side pockets and the kind of grip liners on the bottom here. I don't know, maybe you can see the Lululemon's a little bit better on this one for the grip. Again, I just think that's such a nice little detail, and I feel like I liked this one a little bit better than the varsity pleated one because it does have slightly wider pleats, and I just think that the look of the skirt is like a classic. I know it's preppy, but it's just like a timeless piece, and I absolutely love it in the navy color. But this one does have a logo on the back, so depending on if you like that or not. I think Aloe has a very similar one to this that I saw in the window, and I actually really liked. I do like the look of this skirt, and again, it was super comfy, and I think it would make a great kind of everyday casual summer skirt as well, not just a tennis skirt. I believe the length on this is pretty much all the same, 13 inches. I think the liner is 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 inches, and again, high rise, like it says, fits very nicely, just sits at my belly button. So I do like the high rise skirts a lot better than the mid rise ones. So for me, this one was actually a winner. Let me know what your thoughts were. I'm debating whether I should keep this one or the Align skirt that I will talk about in a minute, but I feel like I don't need 2 navy skirts. So let me know what your thoughts are on this one in the try on. It's so cute though. I think it would look really good with like gray or white, like a tank or like a t-shirt or something like that, or look super cute for golf as well. Again, like all of these skirts, you could also double for golf, pickleball, tennis, anything that really you need a skirt for, I think, or just like wear them casually, I think is totally acceptable too. Okay, next skirt here is the side pleats tennis skirt. This one I've actually owned. This one is a size 2, so keep that in mind in the try on, that this one is technically one size smaller. In reality, I probably would be a 4. This is just from pre-pregnancy, and I can technically still fit it, so I did keep it. And I actually really liked the kind of like wider pleats on the side here, and then kind of the smoother front to it. I thought that was like a really nice design. It does have like a little logo here that's reflective. I wore this for golf all the time. Absolutely love this one. This one is again Swift fabric with the built-in shorts underneath. Now the liner in these ones is actually 4 inches, so it is a little bit longer. It does have the drop-in pocket on the side here, and this one does have like a mesh panel to it, which is nice because it does add more breathability than the other ones that don't have the mesh panel. So I do really like that feature of this skirt, and I don't find the mesh itchy or anything. Like I could barely notice it when I do put the skirt on. So I really like that. It also has the little grippy liner down here, which is great. The length for this one is actually a little bit longer, where it starts at a 13.5 inseam length and then goes up those half-inch increments. So for size 4, I believe it's actually 14 inches. This one here, so when I try it on, it is 13.5, so it is slightly longer, but if I went up to my regular size 4, it would have a whole extra inch longer, which I do really like. So if you're looking for something with a little bit more coverage, something that's slightly longer in the inseam length, this is a great option. And again, it has been one of my favorite skirts, tried and true favorite for me personally. So I can't So I do really recommend trying out this one. All right, next up here is probably my favorite tennis skirt out of all of them I have to show you today, and it is the lightweight high-rise tennis skirt. This one is in the color Lilac Ether, which again is one of my favorite colors from Lululemon, and it is in a size 4. I do believe this one went to markdown already, so I don't know if it's still in stock, but they have lots of other colors on the website right now, and I just love the fit of the skirt. I find it fits the most flattering for me. I love that it's like a little bit flowy, but it is not like super flowy like the white one, and it's just like the right amount of like flowiness. It's more of like an A-line skirt, I guess I would describe it as, but it is such a pretty silhouette, and I love that it has a little bit of a thicker waistband as well. I feel like this is really comfy when it's on. Again, Swift fabric. It does have the built-in shorts underneath here, and then the kind of drop-in pocket and the little grippies on the bottom of the shorts as well. Again, I just feel like this is so comfy. It doubles well as a golf skirt, a casual skirt, and a tennis skirt. So multiple uses for this, which is great. Again, the length for this one is only 13 inches. So it does feel a little bit short, but not too short. So I still feel like comfortable in it. And the liner on this one is 3.5 inches as well. But for me, this is definitely my favorite out of all of them. Obviously it's not pleated. This one is definitely one of my favorites because I just love the silhouette, how it's a little bit flowy but more of a classic fit, and then it doesn't have the pleats on it as well. It's just kind of more of a A-line skirt, and I just think that this is going to look so cute for spring and summer, and I can't wait for the weather to get warmer so I can finally wear this. All right, and the last style of tennis skirt with built-in shorts that we have to talk about is the Pace Rival mid-rise skirt. Now, this style has been around for a very long time at Lululemon. I don't know if they're phasing them out right now because I do see a whole bunch going to markdown in core colors like black and white, but this one is a Pace Rival mid-rise skirt in the long version, so I think this one is still sticking around. This is technically a size 2 because it was from my pre-pregnancy days, but I would say I'm kind of in between a size 2 and a 4 for this one. I don't love the sizing of the Pace Rival skirts. I do find the 4 too big in the waist, but the 2 feels way too tight in the shorts specifically. So again, it's made of Swift fabric, and then it has the built-in shorts underneath here with the drop-in pockets. This one, however, the liner, I don't know if this is just an older style and they've updated it now to kind of similar to what the other skirts look like. But for this one, it does have the single kind of elastic around it, which I am not a fan of. I find it does kind of roll and move when I wear it. So for that reason, I just don't love this skirt anymore compared to the other options that Lululemon offers now. I do find that these shorts squeeze way too much in the size 2. But the 4 is just still a little bit too big in the waist. It does have a elastic draw cord in here, so you could tie it up, but I just don't like the look of when it's kind of like cinched in the waistband like this. I just find it doesn't look as nice when you do have it like tied up like that, where the other ones kind of sit more flat. So if you are wearing this for golf, I feel like the aesthetic of your skirt and having clothes that fit is really important to be on the course with. But I do find that this one is the most like golf looking skirt other than the actual golf skirts that they make, because it doesn't have like necessarily the pleats in the front, just a few in the back. So I don't know why, but I feel like this is kind of the most like golf-esque looking skirt. It does have a little drop-in pocket, and then as well as a back zippered pocket. Again, couldn't really fit much in here. I think the original intention of this one was for running, I want to say, but again, it is mid-rise, so not a favorite of mine for that reason as well. I way prefer the high-rise skirts. This is no longer a favorite style of mine, however, it is a classic. I don't know, I feel like it's bittersweet to let this go. However, if they do make a Pace Rival in a high-rise, then I would love to try that. I would be all over that. For me, this one is just not as good as all the other options that Lululemon now offers, but let me know your thoughts on the Pace Rival skirt down below in the comments. All right, now we're moving into the more like casual slash tight to body fit skirts. So the first one I have to show you is the ever so popular and viral a line skirt. This one is a new item for Lululemon, and I feel like it's really blown up over TikTok and the internet. Of course, it is the Align fabric, so the Nulu. It's buttery soft, lightweight, and it's more of an A-line skirt. It has a little bit of a flow to it, but it has a nice thick waistband up here at the top, which I do really like. The length of the skirt is 14 inches for a size 4. I believe it starts at 13.5 and then kind of goes up that half-inch increments as well. The liner length underneath is only 3 inches, so it is a little bit shorter, and I do find that this one does creep up a little bit while you walk around and kind of move around in the skirt. It does have drop-in pockets as well, and this one does not have the sticky grips on the inside, so I feel like that's probably why it kind of moves around a little bit more. But I don't think I would want sticky grips in this one because it is meant to be more of a like very comfortable casual skirt. It is intended for yoga. Personally, I don't ever see myself doing yoga in a skirt. That is the intention. I'm going to be using it for like an everyday kind of wear. It is a little bit more of that delicate material because it is like buttery soft. So be mindful that it is, I guess, more prone to pilling. It has a nice little logo on the back, and now it comes in a ton of different colors. I do wish it was a slight bit longer, maybe at a 15-inch length, just for a little bit extra coverage, because I do find it kind of like rides up a little bit. So I definitely will be wearing these on like little walks, I think, with the baby in the summertime. I don't really know where else I'm going to be wearing it yet. Overall, like a great option for something more on that like casual, low intensity side. I would not recommend this for golf or tennis or anything too high intensity where something could like brush up on it and snag the fabric. More of a everyday casual wear skirt. All right, now getting into the more slimmer fitting skirts. The first one is the scuba skirt here, and this is actually another new item at Lululemon, which I was very intrigued to try. Personally, I feel like I don't have a purpose for this one, but it is meant to be a more like slim fit, tighter to body, bodycon skirt. It is fleecy on the inside, and it does not have the built-in shorts. I think this would make a really great like winter skirt as well because it is fleecy, so like this paired with tights I think would be like a really nice look for the holidays maybe. However, for summer, I don't really know. I don't get it. It does have a nice like elastic on the kind of side panels here, so it does give a nice range of movement. It is very comfy and it's not restricting by any means. Now I do find that this one is on the looser side of a tight fitting bodycon skirt. It is not tight to body like a true bodycon skirt I think would be. So if you're looking for something for like a work purpose or that it is super tight to body, this is probably not the skirt for you. And I did get a lot of feedback on that on TikTok. A lot of people were saying I wanted it to fit tighter, but I think because it's a sweat skirt, it's not really meant to be like super tight. It's meant more for like that lounge on the move kind of piece. So I think the intent of this skirt is supposed to be a little bit looser than that. I did get a size extra small in this, and I don't know if sizing down, if you can size down, would help it fit tighter. I think it might just get too tight in the waist per se, but it is like nice and stretchy up here in the waist. It has a nice elastic as well. I did find this one a little bit short, to be honest. Like it didn't look too bad when I was just wearing it. If I was to bend over it all, I feel like it is too short for that. So for mom life, I just don't think that this one is personally practical for my lifestyle and where I'm at, chasing a baby around the house. It is supposed to be like a mini skirt, so it is quite short and it is intended to be shorter. So I think if you work like maybe in a service industry or something, especially in the wintertime, this could be a really good option as a like black skirt. I know there's like a lot of dress codes and stuff in the service industry. I think it could work for that. However, for the summertime, it might be a little warm with the fleece in there. So I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts on like sweat skirts and the scuba skirt in general. What do you think of it? Is it a yay or is it a nay? For me, I think it's just something that doesn't really fit my lifestyle at the moment. So for me, it's a pass. All right, and the last two styles of skirts that I have to share with you today are more of the midi skirt and tight to body style. So the first one I have here is the soft stream high-rise midi skirt. This is technically black, but with the soft stream material, I do find it is not a true black. It does look kind of more like a dark charcoaly type of gray. So I don't know if I love that in the soft stream material, how it's not a true black, because if you wanted to pair it with more of a black top, you will see the color difference. This one is a slim fit, and then the soft stream fabric is obviously like that very peach fuzz soft material. This one does also have pockets on the side, which I guess is kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't think I would really use these because I feel like it would probably bring the weight of the skirt and pull it down a lot, and then obviously you would be able to see what's in the pockets pretty clearly. It definitely is a longer midi length, as you will see on the try on, but for me personally, I just am not a fan of this skirt. Like I said, I just feel like it's too casual looking, and while that might be okay, I just feel like for the price that it is, I don't know, it's just not the skirt that I would pick over the next one I'm about to show you. So for me, the soft stream skirt is definitely a miss. Okay, but the last skirt here is the Nulu Slim Fit High Rise skirt, and this is definitely one of my favorites right now at Lululemon. I love that you could dress this up. You could wear this in a business casual setting. You could wear this on date night. You could wear this day to day. I think this would also be cute if you are expecting and have a little bump. This is stretchy enough that it would fit over it, and I wish I had something like this during my pregnancy. I think this is so cute, but I did get a size 4, obviously in black. It is nice and long. It is definitely a midi length. It does have the little slit in the back, so it does add a nice range of movement. Like, I don't feel too constricted in this skirt. It is a tighter to body skirt though than the last two that I've showed you. I would say that this one is definitely the tightest, so definitely keep that in mind. But if that's something you're looking for, then this skirt is probably going to be also a favorite of yours. And honestly, I just love the material. It is Nulu, so it's that lightweight, buttery soft feeling, and I just think that this is a great skirt all year round. Like, doesn't even have to be for summer necessarily. Like, I think it's going to transition great into the fall and even winter as well. So for me, this one is definitely my favorite in the tight to body skirt category, and I highly recommend checking this one out. They have multiple colors as well, so I can't say enough good things about it. I just love it so much, and I highly recommend. Yes, I still have the tags on it because it has not been warm enough here to wear it yet, but I'm super excited to finally start wearing this as the weather starts to warm up. But just like trying it on, it's so cute, and I think it pairs nicely if you want to like dress it down with like an all yours tee jean jacket, or you could dress it up with like a nicer blouse or something like that, and heels. And this is just such a great option from Lululemon. But that brings us to the end of this video and all of the skirts at Lululemon. Well, except 2, but pretty much all the skirts at Lululemon. Like I said, I will have everything linked down below in the description, so be sure to check that out if you are interested in shopping any of these skirts in today's video. Let me know down below in the comments which was your favorite skirt in today's video, and if you made it all the way to the end, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Lululemon and vlog lifestyle content. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys!